Hey everyone, this is Louis7 and I am streaming The Lord of the Rings Online. I will be doing some of the group quests that we left off with in Angmar on my Runekeeper, and I did change my setup slightly, so gotta get used to that. Basically moved the side that all my wires come from, finally got that part done. And it seems like, as usual, now I'll just have to mess with YouTube for a couple seconds whenever I start the streams because of the settings they changed recently. But yeah, I plan to do the class quest, and I just remembered opening my map that I actually have to go back to Augair, and I said class quest but I meant group quests. So we'll go back to Augair and then I guess turn in some quests there and then see what I have. But I know I left off with picking up some more group quests. Actually, I only have one. Well, I should have looked at that before I actually titled this stream because I only have one group quest. I know I did some group quests at the end of the last stream, so that's where I thought I would be picking up with. I just thought I had more. So we'll see how many group quests we do, and I might just have to change the stream title because of that. But yeah, these specific quests I'm doing, I kind of remember the Angmar coal one. Pea plants, maybe once I do it. That one actually does sound familiar now. Don't know the Gilly Andrus one, that one doesn't sound too familiar. And then the Othrin, he's in the Mallenhat area in the swamp, so that one I'm also familiar with, but usually on my characters I would start that towards this point. Before getting this far into, I guess, like the Phalocrove, Fastash, Falroyd area. But yeah, that's where we'll be going. We'll defeat that guy for the group quest, or try to. That's last time we were able to do the full fellowship quest, but they were pretty easy for fellowship quests, I think. And this time we will be trying that one. If it's similar difficulty, should be no problem. And then we'll get some coal and pea plants, I guess. Ooh, I should sell before I venture too far out. I remember that being an issue now. I've done, nothing on this character. I haven't even actually logged into Lotro since I last streamed. I just logged in a few minutes before going live, so I have not done anything on this character, basically, and do need to sell. I guess I'll lock all my crafting stuff as usual. I honestly can sell those potions at this point. I still hate to sell them, but that's what we'll do. Feast of Rohan. Like, a lot of these foods are useful if I actually sent them to my ults, but I never do actually send them to my ults or anything like that, so I will just keep them here. And since I'm high level, I don't need like the potions I'm getting from the content I'm doing. Whichever ones, the ones I have that are higher level are actually going to be better, of course, and I can't actually use them because I am higher level. That's another thing, I guess. I haven't actually done Angmar. I can sell these power potions, I think. Actually, I will keep the power potions I have, the 40 stack, but I'll sell the other ones. Universal Solvent will become useful way later down the road. I don't know how much I will be playing this server at that point, because then I might prefer the regular servers when this gets to kind of the content I started enjoying less. But you know, I might stay with my kinship if everybody still plays. Might still play and try to enjoy the content, maybe see if it is actually more enjoyable, maybe a second time through going through some of that stuff. But that's way down the road, so we have a lot of time to decide on that and test it out, of course. I'll definitely at least try it whenever this goes to like Riders of Rohan and Helm's Deep areas, even though I didn't enjoy those and kind of played less when they went to the regular servers live for the first time. I would still at least try to enjoy it and want to just completely ignore it right off the bat. But yeah, we need to head way north here. Looks like it is storming, but daytime here in Angmar, so that's pretty fine. I always feel like Angmar, it could be nighttime, or storming seems to also work to just give it the creepy Angmar feel that it should have, I think. Ooh, my inventory is actually really clean after that, so that's nice. Also have this level 47 helmet that's really good, and I of course haven't done any crafting since I didn't play at all since yesterday. I know I mentioned that. With the crafted gear, the tailoring, I was thinking about the level 48 set. I could make that one, and then I don't know if I'd want to make the 50 set. I don't know if the 51 set is any better. I would rather just make the 51 set because that would be easier, but I do have the universal ingredient packs, and it takes only 4 of those for each armor piece, which is still a decent amount, but because I can get so many daily at the kin chest, if I actually do that a couple days, I'd easily be able to make them back just from that. I say kin chest, but it's like you get 6 of those basically a day per character. They have it at the kin house. It's some sort of item. I don't remember exactly what it's called, that's why I'm just describing it at this point. We're working our way up here towards the pea plants. I still have all these potions I want to get through. Probably won't ever use the power potions and might even delete those. I don't know, they could be useful. I assume in like an instance you could run out of power and I just have to actually remember to use them, put them on my bar for at least the healing line. Yeah, here are the pea plants. This is what I thought they were, so I was familiar with this one. Just about one-shot him. I know I used 2 skills, but even the second skill I used could have almost one-shot him. Enough damage for it, at least. It's a good thing there are a lot of pea plants, because I need a lot, apparently. Unfortunately, I will have a couple of Duperdane in the way. Well, I got 2 sword sheaths. One's studded and one's gilded. One's worth 20 more copper and 5 item levels higher. It's kind of annoying that you get 2 different tiers of loot from killing 2 of the same mob, basically. You know, I feel like they could have that somewhat more manually set if it's just based on level. Since it's all in Angmar, they could have it manually set to just have one, or at least for this area, for these type of mobs, just have one. Probably the higher level one makes sense to me, but yeah, there are a lot of things like that with loot and Lotro that is kind of inconsistent in a way. Okay, so that was pretty simple. That's just already ready for a turn-in. It looks like the Angmar coal is actually to the north, so I should get that one and then work on the boss later. I think, so I can go around here and then kill the boss instead of the boss then, or the Lord rather. Apparently he does actually have a title like that. We'll just run through these guys and hope we can make our way. I don't even know the coal. I said I was somewhat familiar with this quest, but I don't know exactly where to go for it. So we'll try to find the way. Should just be able to get a couple AoEs off and these guys should die with the fire runestone being really strong. Oh, I still have some mobs attacking me. Rangers? 1 ranger. Guess I will have to stop to kill a couple of these mobs on the way to that area to the north, and I'm actually thinking, just looking at the map and everything here, that I won't be able to get there, but this is just warm-up practice killing, I guess, at this point. Oh yeah, I was going to look at my class deeds. I didn't really pay attention too much to those. I actually have a few skills on my skill bar specifically to use for class deeds, which are the 3 I just used, which took a lot of time and is gonna make me almost die. We should be able to live through this. Just need to get 1 AoE off and my runestone and I'll live. Guess I didn't need to stun the one attacking the runestone, but they're all dead, so it does not matter too much. But yeah, as far as deeds, I think I still need to use what's on minus on my bar. Scribe a new ending, yeah, that one I need to use. Looks like the only 2 I'm working on right now are Prophetic Word and Compounding Principles for like immediate trait points. So I do need to use Final Word Silence and then Shocking Touch. As I knew, Nothing Truly Ends is my res, so that's going to be tough to use. Self-motivation, oh, I do need to use that. Sign of the Times, that's Rune Sign of X. I'm thinking that's a healing thing only. I don't remember there being another one of those like rune sign skills for the other specs. I think there's only one for healing as well. I don't know why they have it rune sign of X, but if there's only one, but maybe it's just outdated. Distracting Flame, that one I would actually have to try to use, so might try to work that in a little bit. And then Visions and Foretelling skills is actually only going to be Do Not Fall This Day so far. I don't know if there are any others you get that would count towards that deed, so yeah, we need to use that as well whenever we see somebody. Okay, I basically am just going out the way I came in, it looks like. Maybe. I thought there was another way out. Hold up. I'm totally lost right now. There's only one way out of this room I'm in. They're trying to kill me. They're being pretty successful at it, actually. I'm just gonna have to run out of there. But yeah, I thought there was another way out from this area, because I thought I remembered going in here, then going out. That's really weird. Well, we'll try to get there some other way. I feel like I'm wasting a lot of time just running nowhere, basically. At least I'm healing up. Prelutobe's really strong. Although my morale is also really low, so that's one reason it seems so strong, probably. Could get some better gear, but a lot of the gear I get would actually craft would probably have similarly low vitality unless I specifically craft for vitality, and maybe I could do that for a piece or two, or just like let my jewelry or whatever take care of that. I'm not sure exactly at this point. I don't know why I didn't go this way at first anyway. I should have known that like going way over here there wouldn't have been a way. But we'll see if this is even the right way now, because I am actually not seeing an entrance. I think there might be one right here where my mouse is. Yeah, there should be some coal here. This is a pretty wide open area and have a lot of room here. I think there are still mobs chasing me. They can't be the same ones that were initially chasing me because it's really far, but yeah, it took me a while to get out of combat, but we did get out of combat and didn't have to fight anything. Ended up pretty simple. Still not finding any coal here. See the little archway, but no, there's just nothing on the other side. I don't think. Doesn't look like it, but in a way it also does. It's like, I didn't think so. So we can try to go east then north. It's just, oh no, this is where the elites are, but it's just been so long since I've actually tried to do this. I don't know if I need to go around somewhere. Like I said, I've done this quest and I remember it. I just don't remember where to go for it. I might be able to go around some way, and that's kind of what I'm looking at the map for right now. I also see that second area on the map, but that's like really far. Also could have to go around. That would not be ideal. I don't know if you can even get into this area, just because it doesn't look like it based on the map, but that is a possibility. I don't really remember that, though, having to do that. I'm thinking there's an open area up here I can go to. Yeah, this is what I thought I needed to go to. Hopefully this one actually is right this time. It was our third try to get to the right place. And this one, again, looked somewhat more familiar with what I actually needed to do. Reminds me a bit of Westfall and WoW right here. I know that's kind of random and they're pretty different places, but just kind of the Dead Mines area. This really reminds me of the kind of hill area near there, near Moonbrook. I know it's like a totally different environment, but just the general look of the landscape, even a little bit of the yellowishness and the type of mobs here, they're just all kind of similar. These guys really like disarming me, and they really like being ranged, which is really annoying as well. You probably wouldn't think that, since I'm a ranged class, that ranged mobs would annoy me, but they do, because they don't just group up with the melee mobs. If they were all ranged mobs and they all grouped up at least, that wouldn't be as annoying, but I can't really get the runestone to attack them. I can't do any AoEs on them. I guess they're lucky I'm already a prospector, so I now know how to actually mine stuff. If you take a random runekeeper that's never mined anything, this quest could be difficult. Okay, I was like, I saw him all on the mini-map and then didn't actually see him. It looks like he's peeing. It's just kind of weird. I've never seen a character actually look like that in Lotro. I assume it was just the way he was holding his weapon, but it was just kind of weird. A lot of coal up here. 2 more mobs. Did I not use Essence of Flame? That's really weird. I thought I did use it, and then I even thought I saw the animation go off, but never did actually use it. Probably tried to use Scathing Mockery or whatever that's called too quickly. Wow, so it's in the middle of the induction. It didn't even interrupt my induction to tell me that I can't use that. Okay, that should kill them eventually. Sometimes fire can be annoying that way. That's where lightning would actually be better. But at the same time, lightning has issues if you don't ever get crits. It would feel similar to how fire did right there in that fight. But yeah, we can kill that Lord person. And then move on with questing, I guess. A little bit less familiar. Again, it's been a really long time just that I've been in this area in general. But just where exactly this leads. But this is a really nice looking place, oddly. I don't know, for some reason I just really like the landscape and the looks of this area here. It's very appealing to me, even though it's not like that pretty. I just really like it here. I don't know how much we'll have to do leading up to the Gila guy. Or if it's just like a random boss I will find. Because it doesn't look like there is much leading up to it on the map, and just based on the landscape here, I don't see too much heading to it. I just saw that Kin message, anyone have a Warden that could use that Warden's Physical Sword? I could have, but I also like my spear. And since I got a first stage spear, don't need a first stage anymore. Could use a javelin though still. So we'll actually use some of this stuff. Wait, oh, that's self-motivation. Well, we don't need to use that one. We can use silence. I still call it silence. Oh, here's a random signature ward. I wonder if he's for one of the class quests, because if he is, I haven't had to kill him for any of those, but he looks like that type of mob to me. I don't know, he might be for something else. It's a good thing these weren't elites attacking me. I just like saw some elites and I was like, that could have been bad because I am in the group quest area, the fellowship quest area. So it looks like on the map that the mob is up there. It actually does look like he's up there. I was hoping he was around. There was just like some little thing over there, but I don't think there is, so I'm probably going to have to go quite a bit around. It would be nice if I had another quest just for all this effort it seems like I will have to go through. But yeah, we'll do this group quest area. Try to combine those on fire to start. Since we were playing so much lightning last time, fire feels fine right now. And a lot of dots going on him. Maybe. For some reason that fight seemed to take really long, like Smoldering Wrath didn't do as much damage as it should, or something just didn't really happen that normally happens. Like that other fight, the one I just killed, was super quick and went like normal. I was like having to use fire ridicule and rid of fire a lot. Not used to that as much. This one also, I don't know if he resisted something maybe, or if just the level 44 has that much more morale than the 43. Or if I was just happened to hit weaker or didn't get any crits that I might have on the other. Oh man, I'm about to die. When I just let them sit there and hit me, take a lot of damage. But otherwise I can kill them completely fine. Having to use that a lot, I've noticed. Grab a new ending. I have a lot of annoying debuffs today. I don't remember using it nearly that much yesterday. Oh, I haven't talked too much about this stream about how long I will be going, so I said I'd be getting settled with the quests here. I was thinking about 2 hours stream. That sounds good to me. That's just my plan. But yeah, I like to let y'all know, just to give you a general heads up of how long I'll be going. But yeah, plan to quest here for a couple hours in Angmar. I would like to finish this area. That's kind of my goal, to finish the Crow, I guess, quest set. I was thinking there'd be more group quests, and initially when I planned this stream, I thought I'd only be going like an hour or something. But yeah, about 2 hours from when I started would be good, so that'd be ending around 7 o'clock my time, in server time, Eastern time, to be redundant. Used to fighting normal mobs as well. My morale is getting a bit low. Did I sell my food on accident? My 25 vitality food? Disappeared, so I assume I did on accident. Oh well. I don't pay too much attention to food, but just if there's some downtime, might as well eat some if I have some. And I seem to have had so much excess on all my other characters, and this character, he just like suddenly doesn't have food, and this is the type of situation where food would actually be helpful for him. Oh, you know, I think it's the runestone. That one helps a lot with the damage, because that does a lot of damage at this level. I know at high levels at like 120, the runestone's a lot less useful, but it does 500 damage a tick at this level, which is kind of crazy. Okay, we're going to try this fight, actually. I'm just going to start off with Smoldering Wrath, basically. I know I have low morale, but we'll try this. I will give him a Shocking Touch, and yeah, he's basically dead at this point. Just these 2 skills and he'll die. Another thing, as far as YouTube goes, are some upcoming videos. So I made some editing progress on some, and I have to render a few videos, but I should have a video Sunday, I think. Tomorrow I might actually stream in the morning and the evening. I know I've done that a couple Saturdays, and as far as the lookout for tomorrow, I think that's something I'd be willing to try to do, since I'm for once not busy on the weekend. It's like the first weekend, I think, in 5 or 6 weekends that I won't actually have much other stuff to do other than play Lotro, I guess, which is actually kind of nice. I don't know if I could play Lotro all day. I know when the legendary... Oh, my morale's low. Well, had a very big dot there. But when the legendary servers first came out, I definitely could have. I was playing like 8 hours a day. Streaming 8 hours a day, rather. I was playing a little bit more, even. I really feel like I don't want that guy to get his induction off. Oh, he summoned a spider? I haven't let any of these guys summon spiders yet. That was the first one because there was a crossbow man. This crossbow man is being quite annoying. Well, he killed my runestone, but he got dazed. I don't know if he hit me and got the daze from Armor of the Elements, or what happened there. Didn't even know the name of that. I was just going to call it the bubble, but figured I might as well look. I didn't actually know it gave tactical mitigation, actually hovering over it. I might have known that, but it's nothing I like really put into memory. That's kind of interesting. So it punishes melee attackers by dazing them, but then you get tactical mitigation, so any tactical things attacking you. I really hope I'm going the right way, because I'm like really far from that ring right now. But yeah, it also is defensive against tactical mobs that way. These crossbowmen are kind of annoying because I have to use Rid of Fire and Fire to kill while it's stronger that way than just dropping the runestone. The warriors are nice because I can just drop the runestone and cast Smoldering Wrath from there. We're actually going to stun him. This is going to be a fairly different fight for an elite mob here, but it worked. Actually, with this one, when I can start with middle attunement or full attunement, fights just go like really weird and unsmooth in a way, because I hate wasting attunement, even though it's not like a big deal if I do. This fight's a bit different. I might actually wait, and if I was on time there, I could have used the lightning skill in between Essay of Fire and Essence of Flame. Could actually, that's an ideal time to use Essence of Storm. But yeah, that didn't happen. Now we're just gonna run into this warrior apparently. So yeah, I can use Essence of Storm real quick and still get the instant cast on the fire skill. I didn't even need to drop the runestone, but he'll die anyway. Okay. I feel like I'm getting back to where I need to go for this quest. Again, I'm killing a lot of things, but I'm getting like basically nothing along the way. Like the deed, I need to kill 100 Angmar. That's going to be pretty tough. But I guess it is fun killing elites, so I got that going. But yeah, in any game in general, if I'm doing a lot of stuff like this, I don't know why I used the lightning one. I guess I saw Smoldering Wrath was on cooldown and just assumed I should use that, but he died anyway. That's just the way I gotta consider it. Oh yeah, and I talked about Bloodwing a little bit yesterday. I'm kind of worried with what this looks like up here, if I'll be able to get to the quest mob or not. But yeah, I'm still not entirely sure if I've done Bloodwing, but I think I have. That's kind of where I settled on that. But anyway, getting back to what I was talking about, I feel like if I'm doing something like this, I should be rewarded, other than just like killing a bunch of elites and going to do that Lord of the Western whatever quest. Lord of the Western Angmar? That's probably not it. Western Marches. But yeah, it's just kind of, I guess, a little bit frustrating to be killing all these elites and working towards getting to that Lord without actually getting any sort of rewards, or just feel like I'm making any progress on anything while just moving up to get to the Lord, and I have to kill all these Angmar in between. Well, he's about to kill me. But they are about to kill me. There are two of them. Oh man, I decided today's the one with a little more health. Oh, I have a third elite here? Well, this one will be interesting. Actually, I have 3 elites this fight. The 2 elite fights have been somewhat okay. I probably didn't need to break that, but I really wanted to remove whatever I had. Going to go straight bubble, and then I'll do epic for the ages from here. It'd be really nice if this elite would die right now, but I don't think that will happen, so we'll daze the low morale one there. They're about similar morale. And then I should be able to kill this one really quick and then move to the other one and stun him. So we'll get rid of fire. Okay, he's about dead. I don't need to spam rid of fire. Well, that was a tough fight. That one was pretty fun. So June Moeller, you can't seem to get into Lotro. Everything seems pricey. That is true. And progression feels like it's going to take forever. So the progression part, I think that's a little bit true. Questing can seem slow because there are a ton of levels to get in Lotro, but I think at this point, if you're going to play Lotro, you're either going to have to try to level really quickly. If you just want to progress fast, you can do it that way, which is basically skipping a lot of questing by farming instances to level up quick. Is he an elite master? Oh, that's going to be tough. And he has 2 elites. So yeah, that's definitely true that progression can seem like it's going to take forever because there are like 120 levels. One thing I would comment on that is you can play on the legendary server if you're familiar with those, and the level cap is only 60, so the progression that way feels a lot quicker. Another thing is a lot of people, myself included, I really enjoy like the leveling process of Lotro, at least at the lower levels, up to about level 75 or so. So that part in itself is fun, since I would be less interested in in-game and just playing it for like the leveling experience and group content along the way. But Lotro being pricey, I definitely agree with that. There is not much avoiding that in my opinion. I think what I do is just subscribe to the game, which is paying a monthly sub basically. This fight's going to be tough. And then buying all the expansions on top of that is definitely pricey. Unfortunately for me, I was playing when like most of the expansions were released, so I just bought them as they came out and it wasn't as big of a deal. But buying like all that stuff and either buying all the quest packs or subscribing for a while can definitely be pricey. Okay, so I think the best way to do this fight is try and avoid the Elite Master as much as possible and kill the 2 elites. I think fire is going to be the best spec for this. I have all the potions on my bar. I do have these purple potions if I really need something. Go ahead and eat my food again. Only have 1 piece of food for this. And we'll start off with Wrath of the Firstborn, actually. I think dropping my runestone is going to be key to grab aggro on the extra ones. Or grab aggro on the Elite Master, rather. So yeah, we'll use big potion here, although I don't know why the potion, it said you're too busy to do that. Okay, that was a pretty bad attempt there. The crossbowman just killed me really quick and my potion didn't go off. We'll try that again. I have 1 more try, and then I might have to ask somebody for help. This is an actual fellowship quest, I would say. This one's going to be tougher. But yeah, that just went really bad because my potion didn't really decide to not work, I guess. I'm going to actually eat a Daleman's Crims. It won't make much of a difference, but anything that can help. Okay, we'll start off with Scribe a New Ending this time. I just gotta be a little bit quicker to switching, I think, to heal mode and potion mode. Ideally, the first crossbowman would have died right there. Oh, did I die? I did die before I got my bubble up. I like pressed my bubble at the same time. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't actually say in the combat log that I did that, because I played the animation and the cooldown went off and everything. And it's supposedly an immediate skill, but I guess I still died in between that. That felt like a better attempt, but still going a little bit slow at it. They just do a lot of damage to me, and I gotta try to kill one of those elites to make progress, it feels like. I might see if anybody, and they can, I wonder if I have a summoning horn. Oh, I actually do. Hopefully somebody will help. But I can turn in these quests at Velocro and then head back there. Just see what Velocro gives me and then, yeah, head back there. Seems like a good option. But yeah, compared to the other fellowship quests, even the 2 I had to kill name mobs, they were just an elite and a signature and basically alone. And this one has an elite master with 2 elites, and they're crossbowmen, so they're going to be ranged, which makes it a little bit more difficult, because they can just hit me without having to run to me and attack my runestone and all that. I think I want the runestone. These are really bad pieces of gear. Yeah, unfortunately I died, so I will have to run all the way back and then I can summon her. And we have to make all our way back, but with a level 60 Runekeeper who has 4 times morale as me. I think she does actually have a little bit over 4 times as much morale as I do. Will definitely be helpful, and probably just does a ton more damage. If it's anything comparable to what my Warden does. Why am I having trouble? Probably should go around this way. Towards the road. Random roadblock mountain in the way. I assume the summon works. It's actually been a long while since I've used one of these, but I have them. Might as well use them. I obviously haven't used them up to this point, so this is a good time to use them. One nice thing about having an active kinship is you can actually get help with quests like this. I remember on Arkenstone, if I'd run into a situation like that towards the later days when people weren't playing, basically wouldn't happen. Oh, did he really decide to attack me? I'll just run away, I don't have to loot that thing. Okay, this is a good spot to stop, I think, and summon. This would be a really bad spot to die, actually. I don't think I have enough mobs on me that can actually kill me. Just make sure, yeah, that guy. Just wanted to make sure the guy shooting the crossbow wasn't an elite back there. Well, I'm having trouble finishing off that mob. Okay, I will go ahead and use the summoning horn. Okay, I think that takes a while for their summon to actually go through. Oh, that one didn't actually take too long. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember if I've actually done this specific quest before. I don't know, again, it's been a while since I've done like all these quests in this part of Angmar. Oh, her, whatever she used there, crit for a lot, it seemed like. And right there, just like 4k off the mob. Definitely going a lot quicker. I probably shouldn't put Prelude to Hope on her because I can actually draw aggro that way. I wonder at level 60 how useful the runestone is. Oh yeah, I should put fall on her. Talked about that I need to use it when I can. I'm used to whenever I play with people also using Discord now, so it's kind of weird just typing. This is probably a good time in general for me to work on skills I need for deeds. I really like the Fire Runekeeper animations, just like their inductions are kind of neat. They're a little bit weird, and particularly the Essay of Fire one is a little bit weird, but just in general I like them. Yeah, we gotta go. A lot of the way around here. I guess when I was going here, I was just like, I didn't even pay attention. I was just going up this hill, and then I went here. I was like, yeah, I do need to go. It felt like I was a very far away, but it is where we needed to go, so that was a good thing. The bad thing is I did have to come back anyway. It's been a lot of time traveling. I feel like she's attacking the same one. Oh, only one mob's going to pull anyway. Hey Arvin von Degerfeld, so you love all the Lord of the Rings universe, and you do like this game, but you can't play it for one reason: zero challenge while leveling and questing. Yeah, that's a lot easier than it used to be, definitely. I wonder what's over there. I know I don't need anything over there, but kind of curious. Man, this is going to be a slow kill for me. Some people I know play without gear, like without equipping armor, and that adds a little bit to the challenge. I personally, even if I was interested in more challenge, probably wouldn't do that, but if you could go about doing that, that is something you could consider. Did she already reapply Do Not Fall? I wonder how her cooldown is so short if she did. Has a 5-minute duration left on me, yeah. Is it a set bonus, maybe? I wonder if she has a piece of gear set bonus that reduces the cooldown, because I don't think as Fire Innkeeper that you could get a trait that affects that. I don't even think as, like, Blue Line you could. Yeah, I think we need to go this way. That was a very nice runestone. I don't really bother too much with the trait that you can actually place it. I like being able to just place it at my ground very easily, at my feet, on the ground rather. But yeah, that was just nice and kind of funny. I don't know why, but just it popping up like that. Oh, we have another guy right here. Things are dying really quick. I actually have killed 100 Angmar, so I guess there is a little bit of reason or reward for walking this way. It's actually very nice when you use Essay of Fire and you keep the buff for next fire skill to have no induction so long that it just works on Essay of Fire again. For some reason that's just a satisfying combination, even though it's not like the best thing ever. Did I take a wrong turn? See, I feel like I should have more quests for these other people. Oh, we need to go. I think we need to go back down. Or is it up here? Okay, there's an area over here. I think this is it. I don't know why. I guess I might have missed that last time, or I was looking at the map and knew I needed to go here last time, because I think I started paying more attention to the map by the time I was getting closer to make sure I'd actually find the mob. Oop, almost ran into that guy. Guess he should go ahead and kill him. I feel like he's somebody that I just randomly run into. Guess I'll go ahead and eat my last food. I don't know how much helpful that'll be, but I'll try and kill one of the elites and be helpful that way. Hopefully not draw too much aggro, but yeah, kill this. And her being able to use the ranged runestone actually probably helps her a lot, but yeah, kill that guy. Stun this one. Oh, she already killed the elite master anyway. And she would have had enough morale to tank the whole thing anyway, but thought I'd be helpful just in case we ran into issues somehow. I feel like I'm going to have to come back and kill those other name mobs. I don't know why I wouldn't have gotten all these quests at once if I do, but maybe I don't. Okay, I'll try to work my way back. Honestly though, could be faster just dying. I think I'll just try to run through all this though. I think that would be the most efficient way, and if I die and I can just run back to Velocro. Might even be quicker. I just feel like I just hate dying as a strategy to travel faster. That's kind of like, wow, if, oh no. Well, I guess I better accept this one. You know, I might res right on her. Yeah, I did. Well, that's unfortunate. Now I have to get back to Angmar though. Okay, I guess we'll spend the mithril coin and just travel. I was thinking I would avoid mithril coins here. So, Levy Odahans, hello, and you've been thinking about starting again after a couple of years of not playing. What are good classes to just do some solo questing? Every class works for that, I would say, except for Captain would be one of the worst. Otherwise, any class works. I would recommend Hunter. A lot of people recommend that one. A lot of people also recommend Champion. I personally don't like the class, but it could be a decent one. We'll get the dagger. Yeah, no more quests, so I guess we are done. I have done every quest that's come up at least, so unless I've totally unintentionally missed one, we are done with this part of Angmar and ready to head into Malinhad, the swampy area. Oh, I guess we have family history, but that's like Calls of the Night. That doesn't really count. That's an instance. But yeah, any class you prefer. If you like a ranged one, you could do Hunter. If you want a tactical class, you could do Lore Master or Runekeeper. If you want Warden to be ranged, they're not the best as far as ranged goes, but they do have that option if you're interested in Warden. And then if you want melee class, you again have Warden for that. They would be more of a melee class anyway. And then there are all the melee classes. Champion, Guardian works well even. Their DPS, the Guardian DPS, was significantly improved. That would have been one I would have used to not recommend as much because their damage was so low, but now they're like, their DPS spec is pretty normal and their yellow line does decent damage if you want more survivability as a tank. So yeah, all that stuff works for solo questing. Burglar recently got a little rework, so they're a lot more viable damage-wise. Captain, again, they're the slowest. I would recommend them least for solo questing. Hey, Ike Pound JP, and I do remember you. You were here for quite a while of last stream, it seemed like. So I need to track the book quests. I'm actually working on that. The book quests haven't been too bad so far in Angmar. This one I need to collect a heart from a lifeless watching stone. I'll get a ton of quests in the area, so I think I can start working on that one after I get some new quests in the camp here. The kind of annoying thing about this camp is I am stuck in Angmar, which I think isn't a bad thing. It's just kind of annoying because you're really stuck here from what I remember. And if you like travel out, you'll have to run all the way back here. There's no like stable master, no map home or milestone here. And totally going the wrong way. Hey Garland. It's no longer stormy looking. For some reason I thought it was still stormy. I wasn't paying too much attention. It actually is raining a little bit here. But it got really green when I transitioned to this. Like really green and a lot brighter. I still wouldn't say it's like bright here, but it's a lot brighter. Okay, we should get, from what I remember, a ton of quests. I've also done this part of Angmar a lot less. Usually by this time I'm already ready to head to Regian or just move on from Angmar. I'm back in my past experience with Lotro, basically. I haven't really needed to do this part as much, so this will be interesting, I guess. Trying to remember everything again, or seeing maybe even some stuff. I don't know when we'll get to new stuff for me. I think I've done all the swamp before, but we'll see with that. Did it recently on my Guardian on Arkenstone would be the last time I did it, which was a long time ago. Well, got all the quests. We do have some quests for that little goblin. I don't remember, Angmar area maybe? I saw a goblin and another type of mob in that Bailrova area, and then we have some to the northeast it looks like, Wormhide. I think there are some main mobs. I don't know if I have to kill them yet. I think they're labeled as like small fellowship when I get to them. I actually have a fellowship quest right now. Ancient Lair. Okay, so yeah, I was just thinking I am good to go ahead and start this quest set, but I'm trying to decide exactly what I want to do. I'm looking Ancient Lair. Where is that quest? Okay, so that's I assume there's a little cave there. I think I won't go there quite yet, but I'll go towards this Bailrova area and do whatever quests are there. We can go ahead and untrack the book quest specifically. I guess Stormcaller is alt of, yeah, Bad Hat Mary. I don't know people's alts. Started to know a little bit more of them, but now that people have made and played a lot more alts, I don't really know them, even though I play a lot of alts. It'd be nice if in Lotro you just had like some sort of ID like they have in Battle.net with WoW, instead of having to know everybody's different alt names. That would be really convenient. With the kinship, I know it wouldn't quite work that way. So yeah, it was Angmar and goblins here. It sounded like a goblin area just based off the name to me. Yeah, like an at name. Yeah, VSO has that, anything like that, Branda. But for managing like friends lists and things like that, it would be really convenient. And if you are just exclusive to one kinship on all of your characters, it could be convenient to have that as well. So what is the fastest way to level nowadays in Lotro? Well, if you are above level 20, you can farm instances. That is pretty fast. Questing, kind of traditional questing, can be the fastest way, but if you do some XP boosts and farm instances, that can be faster, especially at higher level. I would say starting at level 50, you can do school and library at Thermerde, and those two specific instances can be pretty fast. And then even faster at higher levels is Wargpins of Dol Guldur. That is going to be the fastest way to level up. And that one you can do starting at level 65, and that, again, with XP boost, you can level really fast with that. At low levels, your instance options are any of the Great Barrow Wings, particularly Sambrog can be good, and then Wraith of Water, Fornost. The Wraith of Water, Wing of Fornost, rather. That one's pretty good as well. But yeah, I actually plan to do some Wargpins, do some of that type of leveling soon on my Warden on Arkenstone to get her to 120. Is that all we needed to do here? I feel like I should have more things to do here. I don't know. I want to visit this little statue thing though. I don't know if I get a deed or anything. There is some deeds I know in later zones for things like that. Thought I would check, just because it's an interesting thing here. Well, I'm gonna have to use a potion. I don't know why I used the purple potion instead of the other one, but that's okay. Cleaned up some inventory space. Okay, so let's go ahead and work on Ancient Lair, I guess. I think that will be a worm based on the name of the quest. Ologville? I don't know if that sounds like a wormy place. Bethad? I don't really know if that sounds like a worm. Gurtharag don't quite sound like worms. It says Gurtharag. I don't think those are worms. I don't know Gurtharag. When I see one, I'll probably recognize it. It sounds like Grodbog to me, actually. Don't think it's the turtles as well. But I was thinking it'd be a worm. The ancient layer part, the layer part of that mainly made it sound like a worm. There's a random elite worm. It's actually kind of nice. Gorthorog. Oh, they're the trolls. I should have known that. I was like, I recognize the name, but... I guess he is watching the stream. Tube there. That is Beardian. We played with him in some of the raids. I think he's run with us in some of the times we've done, can't even think of the name of the raid right now. Not Throne of the Dredger. That is like the update 20 or 21 raid. The Angmar one. The one with Tharlatch, basically. And then some of the Moria stuff as well. Oh no, we just pulled like 3 worms here. I think this will be fine. It won't be like that last time when we had the Elite Master and the 2 elites, because they were... I don't even need to do anything here. I'm just like running away trying to pick a specific mob. There we go. Now they're doing some damage to me. I probably should do a heal or use a potion or something, but they aren't doing that much damage to me, which is kind of weird. It is a worm though. I guess we did find that out. I don't see the specific mob I need to kill. There is a little hallway here. Or so far there are worms. There are still... I don't know. Bethad, that sounds a little bit more like a troll here. We'll wait for this brute to pass the worm. But yeah, there are worms here. So that part I guess I was a little bit right about. I don't know. I didn't really expect trolls, but I did know trolls were here. Once I actually saw them, I remembered that. But I just did not expect that to start. Oh, the Rift, that is what that raid is called. It just like totally eluded my mind for a minute there. Hateful Worm Eyes? Actually, not getting Hateful Worm Eyes. I think that's one of the class quest items, but getting Clouded Worm Eyes right now. And I almost died there while looking at my inventory. I had like 366 morale left. Some leeches? This does not look familiar at all to me. This actually looks kind of scary. They're regular mobs, but they look like they will kill me, basically. I'll just set my runestone down and do this thing, Flurry of Words, and hope I can AoE them a little bit. Oh, they killed my runestone really quickly. Okay, we'll just have to pick them off a little bit one by one. Oh, they're slowing me. Yeah, that went pretty poorly. They slowed me a lot, so I wasn't able to run away at all. Guess that's what I get for trying fellowship quests on my own, but I need to go back with that one. I can get past those leeches. I could play lightning and kill them, I think, as long as I stay out of the slow. And if they didn't kill my runestone, that would have been no problem, but I guess with that many mobs it can't really tank all that well. I'm excited to use that helmet. I think the damage upgrade will be pretty nice. Might even be like a 14% increase in my tactical mastery if it has 600 more mastery. But yeah, we'll try this one more time, and if I have a lot of trouble, we can go ahead and ignore it. and maybe try it later after I get some gear upgrades or something, because I've been thinking if I do have trouble with questing here, with just because there are a lot of fellowship quests, I could try upgrading my gear with crafted gear I can make. I don't know how much of a difference that would make, but it's something just worth considering if I do want to try to solo a lot of the group quests here and if they are giving me trouble. I think especially I could get a fairly decent morale upgrade from 2.9k. And that just brings me back to thinking about our gear with the kinship when we were first running Rift on tier 2. That was just a lot of people had low morale, which didn't really bother me too much, but it made it kind of hard because they'd get one shot a lot, myself included. You know, my warden had a bit more morale than some people, but she was still getting one shot with a lot of stuff. In my lore master, especially at the beginning, but just my runekeeper only having under 3k morale just reminds me of that. And how much also better crafted gear is now that I could just easily improve it compared to back then. So I think this fight I can just like pull it. You know, I should try lightning. Are there mobs behind me? There are not mobs behind me, so I think lightning is safe-ish. So lightning, it's also going to be picking them off one by one basically, but I also have some stuns with the runestone and I have vivid imagery. Oh no, that slow, I'm like out of the area for it, but it's still slowing me. Oh, I don't have the stuff I have on fire. My keybar is set up a little bit differently, so it's going to take, I'm going to be slowed a lot here. But I am ready to heal. I'm ready to bubble. Yeah, go ahead and bubble. This is a very slow fight. Probably could have done fire anyway, but I felt safer here in yellow just because I can kite like that. I just wasn't ready with my skill bar quite yet. Okay, there we go. Oh no, I still have 3 left. I thought like 2 of those were dead, and all 3 of them were stunned. I thought I did have 1 stun, but now that we're down to this many, the slow when they die isn't as annoying. There we go. Hamer Yulike? Don't know if that's how you say that. That's pretty much any name that comes up if I try to read in a chat. I have no idea how to say anything. Well, since we switched to lightning, I can stay lightning for a couple fights, unless I do have trouble with it, which we decided to pull 3 elites right off the bat with that. I know I could do that in fire, and I don't know why I targeted there. With lightning, it would be okay if this was like a wide open area where I could ensure that I could kite a lot better, but because it's really tight corners, it's going to be harder to do that. Especially with my animations being clunky right now. Steady hands, that took forever to go off. No. Usually that skill goes off really quickly, but for some reason right there it took forever, and because I wanted to bubble with it, it was kind of annoying. Okay, I'll go ahead and just heal up here and should be fine with this fight. But yeah, we'll switch back to fire. I think that would be safer. I do not feel too safe with lightning here, even though I'm handling it fine and I still have a lot of morale. Hey Volsunga Gaming, and you think that could have been easier kiting them in the pool room? Yeah, that's possible if there was enough room there. I have well, my skills are on cooldown, it seems like. I was playing lightning so much yesterday, but playing fire today with killing just all the elites I've killed today. Oh great, it looks like we have another situation with 2 elites and an elite master. I don't know if the elite master will pull this time because they are gods and they are guards and they're just a little bit ahead of the boss, but it looks like they would still pull the boss. So we'll go ahead and clear to the side just in case. I think this one will pull all 3 mobs. Okay, so this fight is all 3 together. Well, that'll be interesting to try because the last situation we ended up with in... Didn't mean to dump my attunement there, that was totally unintentional, but it actually works out nicely. This might be a little bit overkill for that one elite, but I do want to make sure he dies with those dots. But yeah, last time we had an elite master and 2 elites, I had to ask for help with Kin. I would rather not do that immediately, basically after doing it already. I feel like we've had a lot of focus on fellowship quests today though, just thinking about the stream title that I can actually keep that, even though it's only been like 2 fellowship quests basically. Right, so in this one, because they're all melee, I assume I'll have a little bit easier time with the runestone, I think. Do I still have food on meeting? I have no idea what effect was blocking that, but now I'm able to use it. Maybe I did have whatever old food. I could equip, I do have a pocket item that would be slightly more helpful than 25% XP, so might as well equip it, I guess. I don't know if I'd have a cloak better than my Shield of Hammer Hand. But yeah, we'll give this a try. I'll try to kill the guy on the right really quickly. Hopefully I can just do one Smoldering Wrath cast and he'll die. Doesn't look like it. Okay, so we need to just steady hand some bubble and heal up here. And then I should be able to get one more cast of SAF Fire and... Oh no, he stunned me. Well, this is going poorly because they're going to start hitting me for a lot now. Okay, we stunned one. Let's see, I do want to use my Armor of the Elements. I think I have enough time to heal myself. The other one should be dead by now. Yeah, he's dead. Okay. I'm actually about to the point where I could use Shocking Touch again, but I think I'm safe just damaging them right now. Okay, now I'm just left with the Elite Master, which is a little bit of a challenge, just by himself, I think. But killing the 2 elites at least makes this part easier. I do have Steady Hands off cooldown. Yeah, I do want to use that. Oh no. Oh, I did actually I got the days off somehow. Oh, no, not going to cast Epic for the first stages. Okay, I just need a second. Need a short stun with that, but just a little bit of time to actually cast some things and damage him. So now he will die. I think that's now my best fight of the day. Even though I had a tough one with just 3 regular elites that one. Oh, this is the guy I was trying to find? It wasn't even Bethad that I killed. I don't even know who I killed. Old Crank? So here is Bethad. This is the guy I was looking for in the first place. Yeah, Runekeeper damage is pretty high right now. I was able to do enough damage, well, to kill them first of all, but just being able to get the elites down and being able to do like all my kiting and a little bit of mobility I have in the red line with healing. And then additionally, yeah, I'm not at the cap and my gear is... It's pretty bad, I would say, at this point. I don't know how much gear upgrading would help me. It's not like really bad, but some of it's really bad. Like these shoes are really bad. They're just 13 will and 33 vitality. I don't know how much that incoming healing rating would affect me. Might actually... Preluto by no heals a lot. I'm actually curious. 1.2%, so yeah, that's basically nothing. But yeah, that's why I want to craft myself gear, but even with a situation like that, I haven't noticed too much of a need for it, even though that would probably make these fights smoother. They Probably, I guess, I don't really know again how much gear would help me, but I would guess it would make it more guaranteed that after casting Smoldering Wrath they would be dead at this point. I think it would make all of my stuff up to that do more damage to where they would be dead, and on top of that it'd have a lot more than 3k morale. Okay, so it just took you longer to solo on a hunter. That's kind of interesting. I would almost think the I've played a hunter at like level 28, so I'm not level 28-ish, I should say. I don't know the exact number, but what do I need to do now? Some more flame worm hides? I guess the flame worm hides are only from these elites. I don't even think that's, yeah, that's like a regular quest. Maybe regular ones drop them. But yeah, I thought hunter DPS was a little bit higher, basically. Like, I thought it would have been comparable to what I'm doing here. One thing that's really nice at this level with the Runekeeper is how strong the runestone is. I know it doesn't scale that high to, or scale that well to high level. At least I don't remember it doing that much damage. Like, it's been a while since I've actually used something like that and paid attention to the exact damage it does compared to the other skills I have on my Runekeeper on Anor. But I don't remember it doing nearly as much damage as it does relative to other skills at this point. Okay, I feel like just because I think I can, I want to kill this random Elite Master Ancient Iron Scale guy. I know I don't need him for a quest, I actually feel like I do need him for a later quest. But this is basically Mini Turtle, and I'm going to try to solo him. He's a little bit more purple and a little bit less green than the turtle. Oh, he's not stunnable. Thanks, that's actually a little bit scary. I was expecting him to hit me for a lot there, that's why I'm kinda... I have 2 morale, really. I'm playing this fight very badly right now. Oh, and I'm opening the Lotro store. Okay, close that. Now that we close that, I'm stunned. I guess because he's not stunnable, that just like totally threw off that fight, even though it's just like one minor part of it. I don't know why I'm using Rid of Fire. This is a really bad fight. This is definitely not a good showcase of Fire Runekeeper DPS. I did that whole fight very badly. Hey Toby Gun, is Lotro my all-time favorite game? If not, what is? That is a very tough question because I really enjoy WoW. There are a lot of nice things about WoW that I would prefer over Lotro, but WoW has gotten a lot worse over time. But if all-time favorite would include WoW up until Wrath of the Lich King, I'd probably have to choose that. Classic WoW, I'm curious if I'd enjoy it more overall than Lotro. I expect to enjoy it a lot. Oh, actually I need to kill some things. I like did all the big things I needed to do for my quest, but I just need to kill like regular mobs now. That feels so weird. I just like need to stop and kill these things. We'll play lightning for a bit with this. I don't know if I need to kill turtles. I know I killed the one big turtle somehow. So what am I going to play in Classic? Hopefully everything, but I do plan to play a Tauren Shaman because I have not played Horde. I didn't play Horde at all in Classic, so I will be a bit interested in that. I will be playing Mage. A human mage on the Alliance. I'm basically going to remake my original WoW mage, which I had some questionable looks on him, we'll say. I have no idea why I made him like I did, but you all can see what he looked like if you're sticking around for that. And then I would also like to play, in general I'd like to play every class. I would be more interested in Druid and trying to think of the classes that I'd play. I don't know, maybe Warrior and Paladin. I'd have to remember. I kind of don't remember at least low-level Paladin and Warrior being that enjoyable. I remember Warriors seeming like they were just sitting there AFK waiting for Rage to build, based off my memory of them. And then, who's this random goblin? I have no idea why there's a random signature goblin here, but he is not supposed to be here. So there we go. I only need one more turtle thing, or one of each turtle thing. But yeah, I plan to just stream it combined with Lotro, kind of how I used to do with WoW on my channel a little bit back in the day, back when I played WoW a little bit more. I even at one point had like 3 games going on my channel with Rift, WoW, and Lotro. Haven't played Rift in a while either. That one's I actually kind of want to try again, similar to how I did Guild Wars 2. I think I'd enjoy it a lot more than Guild Wars 2, but that game, it has a lot of fun stuff going on with it, with combat, and I think the classes are pretty fun. So they have a lot of nice things with that, but don't need one of these guys. I need a Swamp Lurker leg. Well, should find one soon enough. There's one. But to get back to Rift, I just think the overall picture of the game isn't that appealing to me. And a lot of the zones and just the general look of the game, the landscape, environment, graphics, not really graphics quality, but just what they actually look like, I don't find all that great. I guess like the world building of it in general isn't that great to me. But if I try it again, I'd probably pay a little bit more attention to that, see if there's a reason I dislike that so much. But otherwise, it's a decent game, I think. It's just been a while since I played it. But yeah, the level 45 mob there, he was one of the wandering ones. I wonder why a quest just opened up here. The Worm Hunter. Find Hunter Mechin. But I got all the quests that I could get here. Ancient Iron Skill. I already defeated him. We'll do a better job this time. The Valley of Vermin. Another not upgrade runestone. But yeah, I'm curious if I actually missed a quest or if that one just opened up for some random reason. It could be because I did the boss guy in the Gorthrog, that area, and maybe that just opened a quest when I completed the turn into that captured guy or whatever. 8 vitality on this javelin? Wow. He's got a really nice javelin. This is actually that quest, Ancient Lair. Well, we'll take his javelin. I don't know if I can beat 8 vitality. Fireworm Cloak will not be using. That one could look neat. What does it look like? Not really. It could have looked really nice being a Fireworm Cloak, but nope. So our quest, we have 2 small fellowship, ignoring family history because that's Halls of Night. And 1 oh, I totally missed this quest. I actually had that quest before I also have the book quest. I skipped 2 quests basically. My bad. But the 64-bit client compared to the 32-bit client, I've noticed a decent improvement in FPS, about 20 FPS improvement. And some of the hitching and stuttering, it seemed a bit less. But I also played on it and it was still there. And then another thing is I also was able to play on DirectX 11 without crashing. Right now I have to play on DirectX 9 or I just basically crash very frequently. What do we need? We need a few different things. Just a lot of different things actually. I need to go up here. That's the Blood Bond. Oh, clue to the Silk Lady's presence in Bale Boglak. Okay. I need these guys, don't... I should complete that quest. I think I should complete the water at the banner mark pools quest, and then go back and turn that in so I'm like on track with everything. I've actually seen these banners. I probably ran past a few of these while not paying attention to them. Yeah, these old school Lotro cloaks, they remind me of the old school WoW cloaks. At least the like very low level ones, they don't look that great. So how can you switch to the 64-bit client for Lotro? It's in beta right now, so you'd have to download the Bullroar client, the beta for Lotro. And then you'd only be able to play it whenever they have the beta live, which I guess it ended today, this last build. But whenever update 24 is released, you'll just be able to do it, and you will switch in the launcher if it's the same as the beta, which I assume it is. I will make a video on that whenever it is actually fully released and we know how it works for sure. Okay, there should be a banner here. Don't know what interrupted that, but something did. Thought there is, just to continue the 64-bit client a little bit. What do I need here? This is the blue quest. That is the book quest, so I need to collect a heart from the lifeless watching stone. Well, there's a lifeless watching stone. Oh, is this not the one I need? It does not react as you approach it, okay. So that is not the lifeless watching stone. It is a watching stone, I guess. I feel like you would want a non-lifeless one if you're looking for something that reacts. Okay, that is the lifeless one, so I guess that was lifeless. But the 64-bit client, I got about 20 FPS more in the newest zone, which is a significant improvement. The FPS issue is really bad in newer zones for me. So that was nice to see, but one thing is I do use OBS and that just makes me lag lower FPS in the game. So I went basically from 40 to 60 on, I think, it was basically very high settings with some things turned up like textures and certain details I think I turned up a little bit. So yeah, the FPS improvement with that was pretty unexpected and also pretty nice. I've gotten so many runestones it seems like in Angmar, but all of them are so bad, or even had the ability to get some more. But compared to the level 32 runestone I have not found an improvement yet. This one's probably the closest I would have to replace it because the vitality is a lot better than the fate. And it's just so much vitality that I would get like, yeah, 200, 300 more out of it. Oh, I actually need to, what? Oh, I need to collect one more water thing right here, okay. The book quest, that goes all the way back near Augur, really? Could they be any more annoying with that? That's just in general why book quests annoy me. You have to go so far out of your way, back and forth so much, and go to so many different areas you don't even need to go to anyway. So far it's not too bad with Angmar, I would say, overall, from what I remember doing so far, but probably because I'm only on chapter 4, but yeah, that particular thing just having to go way back there, well, it might make sense, and that might be where I got it. It's just kind of annoying. And hopefully I just like go back there, then come back here and stay back here, and not have to go all the way back to that guy over there. So we'll probably turn that in a bit later when I use my milestone skill towards the end of this. Actually, now would be a good time. I just realized I've already gone like an hour and a half, and I mentioned that I want to be wrapping this up in probably about half an hour from now. So it might be a good time to go ahead and do that, then loop back around here and do these quests. And because I have the milestone skill off cooldown, but one thing I want to do first is, can try this. Actually, I'm going to travel to my personal house, then go to Rivendell and get my class trait point from the class quest that I did. Turn that into Elrond or somebody. Might be Aragorn, I don't remember exactly who I talked to. Okay, so we tried this and I thought it was pretty efficient time-wise to actually go travel to my personal house. What I should have done is actually gone to my kin house, but it was pretty time efficient to travel to my personal house, then go to the Michael Delving Stable Master and travel that way. So that was nice to find out, and what I should have done though was go to my kin house so I could take one of their universal ingredient things and gotten 6 of those that I can use for crafting, and then gone to my personal house and then gone to Michael Delving. But I have the travel to Karis Gladden, but I wasn't able to actually swift travel to Rivendell without spending mithril coins, and I didn't want to spend another mithril coin. I still have 198, so it's not like I'm running low or anything, but I've already spent 10 just on this character on traveling in the past day, and that just feels like way too many for me. And I don't know, maybe I could have taken the swift travel now that I'm level 45, but it's just not something I was interested in doing, and figured I could take a little bit of time to travel around here. And with Lothlorien specifically, I wouldn't have had anywhere else I could travel. It's not like I could have gone to South Bree or anything as an alternative. Which I could have then gone to Rivendell very easily from South Bree, but yeah, we'll just go to Michael Delving here. Last time I went like in that area with, I think it was like a festival racing area, somebody said. And that was the wrong way because I also got stuck behind mountains. That stuff is just going to fill my inventory. I don't even need copper ore that much, but it's just sticking out of the ground and so tempting to mine. Hateful worm eyes are a thing that exists, right? I don't know why I guess I was looting clouded worm eyes and I just assumed I was looting hateful worm eyes and thought I would have some in my inventory. So I just feel like it's kind of odd that I don't have any with how many worms I've been killing, but it might just be like specific worms drop different ones. Maybe the worms I was killing just weren't hateful. They were clouded, I guess, instead. They had clouded eyes. So we can go to West Bree, and then South Bree, and then Rivendell, maybe? Might be a little bit of traveling here, but I don't mind. Also feel like I should visit my vault on this character and put some stuff in it. If it has any room, actually. I feel like his vault is actually full and I don't have all my crafting stuff in there. We could actually take a little bit of a break and go ahead and craft some gear. I might actually do that. It's been a while since I've actually crafted on stream, but I want to spend my universal ingredient packs. It's only 3, but that would take 21-ish, 18-ish for a full set, depending how many pieces I craft. And I'd kind of like to save that if I do that, like the level 50 set, if the 50 set is better than the 51 set. Let me just look at it real quick. So that is, I probably want to crit it, so we got 69, 83, and 763. What was that? I don't even remember anymore. Okay. We want to go to Supreme, and this, oh, I can't even choose the sets on that, so yeah, the 51 set is pretty bad for light armor. I think the heavy armor one is really good. The robe is pretty good. Yeah, it's only the robe that is good, and I already have a nice hat for level 56, but anyway, I'll just take a little bit of a slower travel and craft in the middle here. Some unplanned crafting. But I think it's a good time to go ahead and craft just because I am taking, I guess, a little break from Angmar. Wasn't having a problem with Angmar, but just needed to travel and turn in the book quest and got really sidetracked. Decided I would go ahead and take care of a couple of things while out that way. think it's also just because the swamp is so far away from where I needed to go to turn in the book quest, and it's near Algair where my milestone is. And since I can do all this traveling outside of that, figured I might as well go ahead and do it. But yeah, I do plan to use universal ingredient packs and just craft the level 45 stuff. I think there's definitely no problem with that. This is my shared storage. That is full. Put the artisan stuff in it. Hopefully I don't loot any more artisan stuff so it just stays in there. That would be very nice. I just open my shared storage again, but open my vault. So yeah, I do have, my vault's full. Reputation things. Oh, I can actually open these loot boxes on this character. I might actually wait. But yeah, I have a lot of dyes on this character. A lot of different armor. I actually have a full level 51 set. I think I made that for my lore master, but the stats are so bad I didn't actually use them on him. Okay. So yeah, we'll just use the ingredient packs, so I definitely don't mind that. I mean, I just have like 140 sitting here. So we'll make whatever is good in the level 45 set. Stuff like this. This is actually going to be, I do want the golden flax fibers because I do want to crit. Let me actually see if I have any more of those. Gold, oh, I have a ton more. 49 more. Okay, so yeah, I'm good working a little bit on critting this. But yeah, that's a huge upgrade in vitality. My morale should go up, I would hope, to above 4k. That would be really nice. Good at crit. This one, yeah, this one's a decent upgrade and stuff. It's even an upgrade in tactical mastery, so of course good with that. Universal, these only take 2 of the ingredient packs, so that's really nice as well. I could make like 20 of these and still have over above 100. There we go. That one didn't crit. Hey Darth Vader, Ona, and then I just can't read from there. And I'm probably not even saying Ona right. I actually think that it's a slightly different letter than N. I made the right ones. The hat. I think the hat might be the one that's not good. I could go for critical rating. My hat might be better. Yeah, my hat's not too bad. Let me look at the 42 one, maybe. Oh, I actually have a better level 47 hat, so I'll just wait on that. Oh, hey Darth Vader, you like my videos? Glad you enjoy them. I think I've seen you pop up on a stream before. Okay, the pants. Not finding anything with the pants. My pants are really bad. Let's look at level 42. That's not going to have anything. So the question is, do I want critical rating or... Yeah, I'd much rather critical rating than a little bit more will. I wonder what this looks like cosmetically, because so far I'm making everything the dwarf make. You know, I didn't even look at the robe. That's 503. It's basically the same thing. Yeah, the robe's not the best looking, although it's kind of decent compared to other armor, other robes I have seen and have been using on my characters. The shoes, there we go, got elven shoes. It's like shoes, they don't look like they'll have one with tactical mastery, but yeah, these are a big upgrade. This one should help in vitality department, of course. And then yeah, we have shoulder pads now. Yep, tactical mastery, and getting a lot of crits. Only have not crit on one of them. And oh, that did not end our crafting break. Remember back when I was first like streaming on the legendary servers, when I did like that 8-hour stream and the 6-hour stream and 7-hour stream or whatever, when I was just streaming a really long time. I'd have to take breaks in the middle to eat, and that's when I'd get my crafting done, but it actually worked out. But this time, this is a lot shorter crafting than that. But it's just bringing back those memories. But anyway, we're already done with the crafting. I don't think there's anything else I can make. Yeah, I think my warden can make some runekeeper stuff actually on the woodworker part of it, but I don't see anything. Oh, rune satchels. These aren't good. I already have a level 41 anyway, but yeah, those aren't good. Do I not? I guess I don't have any master tier. I think the supreme tier. Well, I'd get the legendary item anyway, so don't care too much about that. And my chisel was, yeah, still good. Jewelry could probably use an upgrade on some of those pieces, but I'm not. This guy doesn't even craft that stuff, and I'm not too worried about it. We do have a Hobbit gift open. Just randomly saw that. I don't know if it just popped up, but I have it. Hey, say NEM, and I am having a pretty good Friday. Okay, so let's see the gear changes. I do want to look at Tactical Mastery. I have 138.2% just to look at a skill that does up to 508 damage, and I have about 3k morale. So we will equip all this stuff and see. Okay, Tactical Mastery went up only about 10%, if I read that right. Doing 32 more damage just on that single skill, and yeah, a bit more vitality, probably a bit more critical rating, I would guess. So yeah, that was pretty nice upgrade. I was kind of thinking I would get to 4k morale, but I guess I didn't replace all that many pieces. I was a little bit overestimating my gear replacements, but I think that will be helpful. I got a lot better stats on the pieces of gear now, and I will have a much better helmet incoming. At level 47, that will be a ton of Tactical Mastery. Not much in the Vitality department, but I think I'm doing okay-ish on that. Wonder what my virtues are. Oh, very bad. That should have been assumed already, but we'll see with update 24. That might be a little bit okay with that. I just really hope they add more ways to get Virtue XP. They added festival quests, and they added weekly in-game quests on the non-legendary servers, which is okay. But I still feel like they could add a couple more ways other than deeds for low levels, basically. And the festival quests, of course, but that I would be less interested in doing for the Virtue XP and more interested in doing for the festival. But I guess at that point, some side Virtue XP definitely would be accepted. But yeah, one of the ideas that I really like is to add basically how every instance has the main instant quest. So like if I did Fornost Wraith of Water, you have a Fornost Wraith of Water quest. You do have some side quests, but it's just that main instance quest that I'm talking about. Every time you complete one of those, you can get like 50 or 100 Virtue XP or something. Just that way you get a little bit for doing instances. And then on top of that, or even just completely different, because they have like daily or weekly stuff you can do at in-game. I think with Veils of Anduin specifically. Where do I need to go? Okay, I do need to go to Elrond, but they could have a weekly quest to complete like any instance, or even a specific instance every week, just any quest that any level can do, any level character, so they can get some Virtue XP that way. That's something they could do. Or they could just do it like LIXP and you can get a bunch doing different things, like killing mobs gives like 1 Virtue XP or something. Basically, I'm in favor for anything that reduces the grind associated with the Virtue XP, but to actually be reasonable, those would just be some things I think they could do. To be unreasonable, I would say you could get a ton of Virtue XP, basically everything you do, every quest you turn in, every mob you kill, giving more than 1 Virtue XP, because even 1 Virtue XP is actually a decent amount anyway. Warden? Yep. That looks like a very unwardeny cloak and an unwardeny shield. That shield is like as big as him. I think that's a Guardian shield he's using. Where am I going? I'm going to Elrond. I knew where I was going, and then I got to the 2nd floor, and I forgot. So we'll go to his library. Book 4, Chapter 1. Okay, not going to do that. We'll do that one. And that is it. We got a class trait point for that. We will get some more class trait points soon. In one level, I'll get one more. As far as lightning goes, I got crit defense. Oh yeah, I guess that is the best thing. Shocking Touch Day's duration wouldn't be too bad. I don't know if I've used Shocking Touch enough. I found some situations where that could actually be nice, but I don't know. I just thought it was really weird when I saw I had points in crit defense, but I see why now. Okay, now we can go back to Angmar. That is everything. Yeah, I already visited a vault. But that is everything I wanted to do. Hey B Bernadotte, and I do not really read the quest storylines. In general, in games, I'm not interested in reading the quest. Sometimes I'll find it if it's like particularly